Here I am back with another video for you today, and also introducing another new house on the channel. Today I'm talking about LORGA Parfums. I spoke about them last year with one of their fragrances, but today in this video I'm talking about 3 of their fragrances as an introduction to the house to you guys if you don't know about this house. And so I'll be doing more of these videos in the coming weeks introducing new houses. But as I said, today it's all about LORGA Parfums and 3 of their fragrances. And also, we have a full bottle giveaway worldwide. So if you want to find out about these 3 fragrances and also participate in a worldwide giveaway of a full bottle of one of the fragrances I'm discussing, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian, and yes, today I'm talking about LORGA Parfums and 3 fragrances focusing on amber, musk, and leather. These are 3 really intense fragrances. The fragrances come in Extrait De Parfum concentration, so highest concentration of perfume oils, and that means they're going to be very long lasting. And as I said, I'll be doing more videos like this introducing new houses on the channel so you guys can learn about new brands out there and take note of what's new out there, or fragrances you might have not heard about, or brands even. But before I get to LORGA Parfums fragrances, if this is your first time tuning into the channel and you still haven't subscribed, please do click the subscribe button. Also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So how many of you know LORGA Parfums? Have you sampled their fragrances, or have you heard about them? Let me know. Put some comments down, so I'd like to find out if anybody knows this house and or if you've sampled their fragrances. 3 of the fragrances I'm talking about, they're amber, they're musk, and also they're leather. The fragrance I spoke about last year was the rose with incense. It's called Rose d'Encens, a great rose fragrance. I'm not going to talk much about that particular fragrance today, but I am planning a video soon to feature that particular fragrance. But let's go move forward with one of the fragrances, my favorite of the 3 I'm discussing today. And I love ambers. This is Ambre Platine, this one right here, which translates to platinum amber. This is created by a perfumer that I'm not too familiar with, Sarah Burri. Do you know this perfumer? I don't really know. But what we have here in this particular fragrance is caramel, almonds, vanilla, cinnamon, pink pepper, white musk, rose, and mandarin. So before I talk about the fragrance, I should also discuss the bottles with you guys. These are some really hefty, really thick glass bottles. Really sharp, heavy duty, and then they come with the very heavy duty caps. And this is like some major luxury work done to this. Look at the cap. In the back there's also detailing, and it's a very heavy duty cap. And this is a 65 ml bottle, so it's thick glass. And these are kind of on the pricey side, but you know, they're giving us Extrait De Parfum fragrances. 65 ml, 250, Extrait De Parfum. So this particular fragrance is a different take on amber, whereas it is an amber. I'm familiar with the amber, obviously I am, but this particular amber focuses on caramel and almonds, and there's lots of it. So it acts more like a gourmand amber rather than a straightforward syrupy amber. But what I like about this one here, it's syrupy, sticky, gooey with that caramel along with the vanilla. Then you've got this nuttiness thrown in with the almonds, so there's definitely a very nutty quality about this. And I like this, you know. It's a different take on amber, whereas I do enjoy ambers a lot, and everyone starts smelling, you know, very similar. This one goes into that kind of gourmand direction with the caramel and almonds. So nutty, gooey, caramelly, sweet kind of a thing. You know, there's also cinnamon here, lots of it, and then of course there's also that pink pepper. So there's definitely loads of spices here. It's a very spicy, very warm, spicy, gourmand amber experience. Also very long lasting and intense. It's a very intense experience. As I said, it's Extrait De Parfum, meaning it's really intense with a concentration of the perfume. So you've got a really long lasting fragrance here, and a little goes a long way with this one. So everything is heavy duty. You can tell from the glass, and you're also going to get heavy duty with the particular fragrance as well. There is a very powdery quality with this one, so in the end it's a vanillic sweet, nutty, caramelly amber that's really, really delicious. So you're going into a resinous gourmand direction. Really, really beautiful. This is the best in the collection, I think. Very, very solid release, and I quite like and enjoy this particular fragrance. I love amber, so it's a given I would like this one, but I like its uniqueness with the caramel and also the almonds here. So that's Ambre Platine. Basically translates to platinum amber. Alright, so next we're talking about the musk, and this is Musc Palawan. So I looked up Musc Palawan, and Palawan is an island in the Philippines. So I'm assuming they're inspired by this island and the musk, maybe this is the smell of this particular island. But this particular fragrance is created by Alice Dattée. Again, I don't know this perfumer, I've never seen her name come up, but I enjoyed this particular fragrance, not as much as Ambre Platine, but definitely enjoyable. With this particular fragrance, it focuses on Ylang Ylang. So this is a tropical yellow flower that comes up in fragrances quite a bit, and usually it's not necessarily the dominant note unless they call it Ylang something, right? Like that, yeah? But this here, it is the star, and you definitely experience it in all its glory. So it's very, very yellow floral experience, but it's also got lots of marine notes and other notes that kind of seem like they're not going to work, but it is definitely working. So what we have are Ylang Ylang, marine notes, honey, white musk, exotic fruits, green citrus, and bergamot. So there's not a lot of stuff going on, but I think the inspiration for this musk is definitely, it's definitely making sense, because you've got the exotic fruits, you've also got the marine notes, especially since it's an island in the Philippines, right? So there's probably Ylang Ylang growing here, so there's probably a smell in the air. So they're focusing on this flower, but then you're contrasting with this marine notes, but they're throwing in this honey, which takes the fragrance into a sweet direction. I almost feel like when I wear this one, not only do I have Ylang Ylang in here, I also have mimosa, because there is a little bit of a mimosa-like powderiness in here that they're not crediting, and maybe Ylang Ylang is taking a turn to smell like mimosa flower, but I get a little bit of a mimosa flower-like experience here with the marine notes. But in the end, it's very, very yellow floral. It's floral, it's a little tropical, and also, you get the tropical touches from the exotic fruits in here. I feel like there's like mango in here, maybe a little pineapple, and perhaps a little bit of passion fruit as well, because as I said, it's exotic fruits. There's a little bit of a tartness in here contrasted with all the other notes, so it's pretty standout, but also it's not distinguishable. You can't really tell. I feel like I'm getting a combination of like multiple different fruits blended together to give you one distinct smell, rather than saying, okay, that smells like pineapple. But I feel like that's what's in here. So it's a unique take on a musk fragrance, but it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable wearing fragrance. The only thing that might not be working for me is the marine notes, but it's definitely tolerable here, and I'm not the biggest fan of marine notes. Either way, Musc Palawan from LORGA Parfums is actually tied with the next fragrance, which is Cuir Affine, this one right here, and this is translates to refined leather. So this particular fragrance is created by Camille Leguay. Once again, I don't know this perfumer. I don't know any of the perfumers that created these fragrances, but I think they've done a pretty good job. Again, very intense fragrances. The bottles, as I said, are very, very heavy duty, and the fragrances themselves are very heavy duty as well. I feel like, though, the Ambre Platine is the most heavy duty. They're all heavy duty. Just, when I wear, the Musc Palawan, it acts a little soft because that's the kind of notes it is, but the actual concentration feels like it's heavy. But Cuir Affine features notes of leather, tobacco, hazelnuts, milk, tuberose, and bergamot. What are those notes, right? They're very, very unique notes. I'm seeing hazelnuts pop up quite a bit in fragrances, and it's definitely a nutty experience here. We had nuts in the first fragrance, almonds, and now we have nuts in the third fragrance, hazelnuts. I love hazelnuts. I love it in Nutella, and you can definitely experience the nuttiness of that hazelnut, and it's definitely different than the almonds in the amber fragrance, but it's very, very unique to contrast it with leather and tobacco. And I have to be honest, this particular fragrance is ultra masculine Musc Palawan, leans feminine, but not necessarily overly feminine, but definitely does. And then I feel like the amber is right down the middle. It's a very, very unisex fragrance. So if you want a very, very masculine fragrance, this is the one to look for in this house, in this collection. But very leathery, and it does get a little animalic. The tobacco comes in, it's a little ashy, it's a little smoky, not too much. There's woods in here. There's a kind of a leafy, grassy woodiness with the tobacco as well, and then those hazelnuts come in. But here's the weird thing. There is a little bit of a lactonic touch running throughout it, not only from the milk, maybe a little bit from the tuberose as well, but you hardly get any tuberose in here because the leather, tobacco, hazelnuts are so overpowering. It's very, very intense, and you rarely pick up that tuberose. It's there, very, very faintly there, but it's not overwhelming. But overall, a very, very intense and lightly animalic fragrance. There's definitely smoky touches in here, but full-on leather, tobacco, and hazelnuts, nutty hazelnuts. So that is Cuir Affine, and that's the third fragrance I'm going to talk to you about from LORGA Parfums. And as I said, stay tuned for the video where I'm featuring Rose d'Encens very soon. It's a special themed video coming right up within the next week or so. But today, if you want to participate in the giveaway for 3 fragrances from LORGA Parfums, Ambre Platine, or Musc Palawan, or Cuir Affine. This is a worldwide giveaway. Please make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Please let me know what you liked about this video. Please let me know which fragrance you would choose if you won. And please put down your country, or if you are from the States, your country, and of course the state as well. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Let me know what your thoughts are on this house. Have you sampled their fragrances? Do you enjoy them? Do you have one? What are your thoughts on the fragrance? Put a comment down so I can find out. Either way, thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.